Hi YouTube, Isaiah G back again with another video. I know it's been 12 days, which I kept thinking that it was only a week, and I should post a video every week to give an update and tell you guys what I'm doing. And there's two people who commented. There's Isaiah Cavassos, I hope I pronounced that right. Isaiah Cavassos 5539 and Newski both saying hello Isaiah G. And so, hello. Hi guys. And then someone subscribed as well, so thank you to whoever subscribed. I've been busy, so there's two things that I've been working on and that I'm gonna post on the channel, and I'll post some screenshots either on either side of me so you can see as I talk about them. The first thing is because I've been learning Blender that I talked about in the first video. I've been doing the Blender donut tutorial in my spare time, right in between work and all the other crazy things that you have to do in life. So I'm going through that, and my goal is to be done with it tomorrow so that I can post a finished result. I don't know if I'll have like a fully produced video like in the tutorial, but to have like a finished donut that I can show you guys at least. And the second is, I don't know if I talked about this in the first one. I should rewatch it. But the second one is a short film that I'd been wanting to film for a while, and I didn't have an idea in mind, but I wanted to do a short film, just kind of something to kind of see I guess what I could do, and get a feel for the process. And so there's 21 different shots overall, and I'll show screenshots on the screen again. And for the 21 different shots, it's a really short film. It's maybe 2 minutes long. I mean, it's like a horror based or a horror type film. There's a kind of spooky kind of horror type of content of film, of short film, called analog horror. And the way that I have interpreted analog horror before I read the definition is like an older film style, kind of like found footage, but it's a very found footage type of look combined with a kind of uncanny type of feeling. The feeling that not necessarily the fear that you get from the boogeyman or like a big monster, but more that something is not quite right and you're scared of the unknown. So to read the actual definition here, analog horror is a subgenre of horror fiction and an offshoot of the found footage film genre, said to have its origins in online horror of the late 2000s and early 2010s. Oh, here's a better one. Analog horror is commonly characterized by low-fidelity graphics, cryptic messages, and little to no traditional jump scares, visual styles reminiscent of late 20th century television and analog recordings. So, yeah, kind of think like found footage, and then I guess creepypastas have the uncanny type of feeling. So that's the genre that the film is being done in, right? So that's how I'm doing it. And I really hope you guys like it. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I wanted to film something, and so I had a couple different ideas of things that I could do. Not all of them were horror, but I get when I have an idea, I have to strike while the iron's hot. If I take too long, then it ends up being something that gets put off. It's like It's like you know when you have a hot meal that's or when you have a meal that's ready and it's hot and that's like the perfect time to eat it, and then when it cools down it's still good but it's not as good. It's kind of like that. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. I knew I wanted to get it filmed and get it done fast, so I filmed the entire thing in just a couple hours. And if you guys want like a full BTS where I can show the footage in a couple takes and explain how I'm doing things and why I set up shots to be a certain way and dive into a little bit more of the specifics, then then I can do that. I guess just comment and let me know like, hey, can you do a BTS, and then I will. And then yeah, so there's two things I'm excited to do more update videos on. And aside from those, it's just gonna be kind of a onward and upward from there. The short film stuff, I don't know if I'll keep on doing. It'll be probably more like a case by case, because I want to mainly focus on like doing Blender stuff and making really cool things. And I had a really cool realization when I was going through part of the tutorial, and it's that the tutorial uses um, a node system in part of the software where you can put, because I'm at the part where you're putting the sprinkles on the donut, and in order to put the sprinkles on, you have to go into some kind of texturing UV map area, and you take a node from here. I'm just looking at the camera to make sure. So you take it like a node from here, and then you have a string that connects it to like something else here, and then that connects, and through there you set all your parameters. And because the software that I use is DaVinci Resolve, I'm already familiar with node system and how that works. So he started talking about, oh, this is how we would do the sprinkles, and we would take this data from here, and he was breaking it down, and I was getting really, really excited because node-based systems have the potential to take off, or they give you a lot of creative flexibility when you want to make things in a way that, because I've worked a little bit with layers before, and like a layer system is where you stack one thing on top of another, and then if you want to change something, you need to make sure all of your layers can still line up properly, and it can be a bit of a mess. Whereas with nodes, you can just disconnect something and then reconnect it somewhere else, and you have usually your controls for each thing a lot more localized. So the thing he talked about, or that I was thinking about specifically, was geometry nodes. And if you've ever seen a cool kind of kaleidoscope pattern, or like a really cool pattern that's in the 3D animation, or something that is procedurally generated. And for people who don't know what procedurally generated means, it kind of means that you use math in order to create something instead of having to fully do everything manual. Like if you saw a texture on the ground, or you saw like lava, and you can see all these rocks and the flow of everything moving. Instead of having to do all of that manually, you can use math to tell it, kind of how a general idea on how to model things. But anyways, so that's just a little bit of what's going on with me. I hope you guys are enjoying listening. Hoping you guys are enjoying the updates. For the one subscriber, who is here along for the ride, let me know if there's if there's something specific you want to hear, if you hear something from one of the videos and you're like, oh, I'd love to hear, like, you talk more about that thing, right? Then, let me know, right? And because I love talking about creative stuff almost as much as I love actually, doing this stuff. So, yeah, I guess that's all. I don't want these videos to be too long. I don't want to waste anyone's time. So that is all for this video, and you can expect the next ones to come up within the next couple days or so. Yeah.